G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So as you might have noticed, I was out of action the last couple of days. I couldn't record a team building guide for the Metal Cooler EZA, so what I am going to do is do a 55% level showcase and sort of just see how this guy performs. As you can see, fully link level 10, but I figured a good event to activate that passive that you can see there is going up against the legendary Vegeta event. Now we are on the 170% lead, but this should be a good opportunity to get some top tier links active, and also have a bit of support floating around with him too. Now, the AGL Metal Cooler doesn't have a unit that shares more than 4 links with him, which is a bit disappointing. So yeah, makes it a bit tough in really showcasing how powerful he can be. We're gonna have to do is just really give him a lot of support next to one of those 4 linking partners, like units that share 4 links with him. So first stage, the advantage of this cooler team is it doesn't matter that we are getting AGL Metal Cooler in that second rotation. We can absolutely power through this first part here. A lot of support on that rotation, so that's why we look so powerful there. So as I mentioned, one of those 4 linking partners is the final form cooler. You can see that we do share 4 links there, sitting at 183k defense, which isn't a crazy amount, but we do get an extra 100% once we do receive those 5 attacks. So we got 4 of those attacks right off the bat, so that means come next rotation we will be fully built up with cooler. So that was a 4 million attack stat there, not too shabby. This first turn's not really what we were too concerned about. It's how we were going to be looking on the next sort of rotation, and we're also going to have the support of Turlers on rotation as well. So yeah, the numbers should be looking a lot better because we didn't have any support there, obviously, with Golden Freezer. Golden Freezer on the team. And that's another thing is I tried to build this as a realistic team build as to what people would potentially use normally. So yeah, that was the reasoning behind that. So we'll grab that. Again, a lot of support on rotation here for Cooler. Should have checked out his defense before it gets lowered right now, which is annoying. 155k, 7.8 million attack stat. It's a lot of damage considering the either supers or normals that we're also getting. My cooler is only 55% too, so yeah. This unit's peak, like I know his floor might let you down in difficult content, but his peak is absolutely mental. So here we go. As I mentioned, support on rotation, and we built him up, and he's up to 383k defense. So he's got one more hit to take here, and then he will be fully built up. Who we will have support on the next time he comes around too. So he should put out a pretty interesting attack stat here, considering he is only 55%. He's got type advantage here, so he tank this for. So he lowered his defense. So this is his fully built up attack stat here. I think that was 6.7, I believe. Got the crit, but yeah, so that's literally about as good as you're going to get from AGL Metal Cooler at 55%. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wait to see his defense until like 4 rotations away, which is super annoying. I didn't bring any sensu beans, and in saying that, I don't even think it really affects like it brings your defense back to the actual level that it is, but I don't believe that it showcases that level accurately. So we'll grab that. As you can see, 6 out of 7 links there with you is obviously fire. We'll grab this heal. This might be like a speed record for me on this event, because we are fairly powering through this even when I am not trying to. Metal Cooler clearly tanks for nothing. I mean, a Metal Cooler, the Golden Freezer, He's got his huge damage reduction here. No support for cooler now, because I did transform the STR cooler into final form just so we can get those extra big crits in there. Still pumping out a 7.6 million attack stat. See if we can get a couple of additional supers here. Nope, normal. Yes, this might be that floor turn that I was talking. Oh, nope, there we go. We're coming in with a late defensive raise. It would have been crazy if they'd put a defensive raise on this guy on his 18 key, even if it was just like a one turn normal raise, not necessarily a great raise like the 12 key is. But if you can imagine that, that would really, really boost the floor of this STR cooler. So it'll be interesting to see what AGL Metal Cooler's defense looks like next turn with the debuff. Obviously, we're getting the guaranteed crits in there. So we are sitting at 240k, so it was a big debuff. What I'm going to do is just throw you in there. We'll grab that with you. Not getting attack off with Kaliza, but that's not the end of the world. He's really just there act as a support unit. He does give the attack and defense, doesn't give any key, but yeah, it just showcases how annoying attack lowering is. But still, we will be back up to his normal defense the next rotation he comes around. There you go. Was very tactical that I did bring him off rotation there, because he would have copped a bit of damage there. However, the built-up cooler taking that for only double digits. So, let's see. Yeah, 6.5. So 6.5 seems to be pretty consistent for a super attack from a 55% level 10 link cooler who's gotten his EZA, which I think is quite impressive. Hey, 3 dodge. I'll certainly take that. What we might do is, I haven't watched this in a while, so what we're going to do is flick that on. I know I don't have the noise. I actually can't figure out how to turn my noise back on with the recording going on, because that would be very handy to be able to just listen in. So we get bang, sure you get a nice crit there, eh? Nah, but it doesn't matter. An 11 million attack stat, a sick KO screen. That is just a huge dub, that whole thing there. Not a great rotation, so this is why I did bring a Ghost Usher instead. So we're back up to our normal defense, and as you can see, we're sitting at 363k. We also would be lowering attack and defense if we're in like an SBR setting. Obviously, we are not. So yeah, let's jump on in and see what he does attack stat wise. I'm assuming again he's just going to be very consistent with that sort of 6.5 million range. So well, 6.5 with support. Obviously we don't have Turles or Kaliza on rotation here, so he does lose that support. So without support, he's going to be sitting at about a 5.8 million attack stat, which is really, really good. I would say, considering this is a 170% lead. AGL Metal Cooler unfortunately is not on the transformation boost team, so he doesn't get the extra 30% boost. So he probably will be getting his 200% in the summoning side of part 2, where, as was announced on Twitter by Dokkan, we will be getting an AGL Metal Cooler. Here's where you're seeing the peak of the STR cooler, as he does fire off 4 supers, which is insane. We get the crits here with the guaranteed crits from the final form cooler, the STR one, the old one that was sort of hoping does get an EZA. I'm also tempted to say I hope he doesn't get an EZA. While he's not really relevant now, I think he's still has use, and I'd probably rather wait until he does get a little bit more aged out, I guess. We're going to pop Princess Snake just because if we don't finish this here, Kaliza will get clapped in the back. Would be nice if Golden Freezer was just to take a super here. Perfect. So there you go. So now we've got nothing to worry about. Golden Freezer with the extra damage from Princess Snake literally could not be touched. You can see up to a 9.2 for the 55% cooler. Oh, you got the crit. Okay, well, there you go. There was no need to showcase that, pop that item. But there you go, guys. There is the 55% level 10 link showcase for the AGL Metal Cooler. I thought he performed really strongly here on the 170% lead, considering he hasn't got the best of linking partners at the moment. So let me know what your thoughts are on his EZA down in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.